see yourself in the future? Is there anything that's stopping you from getting there? Well, today let me tell you a little bit about a man who let nothing get in the way of his goals and how he was able to do so. So that way you can be inspired to do the same. Kelly Shearer, because of his mindset, is now a successful career man, husband, father, and friend. People should be inspired to be like him, have his mindset, in order to be able to achieve their highest potential. As someone who has lived with him for 21 years and has seen his work and devotion, I myself know him very well and find him to be an inspiration. Let me describe to you a little bit about his childhood, where he is now, and how he was able to get there. To begin with his childhood, let's focus on the key part of his life, which is his family. When Gary was young, he was born in California, where his parents divorced. He took a little bug with his mother all the way to North Carolina, where they lived in a trailer until his mother got in a car crash and was told that she could no longer be a nurse. So then they moved in with her parents that also lived nearby, where they lived off of disability and Social Security. At age 20, Gary's mother passed away. And so her mom and dad took over him and became a great influence on his life. His father also was still involved with him. Gary would go and visit him in California where he worked, and then he also paid for Gary to be able to go to NC State University, which he is very appreciative of. Go Pack is something you hear a lot in the Shearer household. At a young age, Gary had to put himself to work. In high school, he would pick up hay and mow every week with his friend. In college, during the summers, he did some jobs such as building wood pallets, doing construction at a paper mill, and working at a ghost town theme park. Straight out of college, he had some low-income jobs, such as a shift supervisor at Goodyear, worked at Northwestern Financial and gave customer loans. He was a department manager at Burlington. But none of those jobs really fulfilled his want. Even with all these struggles, Gary kept a positive and strong attitude. According to his cousin Leslie, who I talked to and was very close with him, she said he always had and still has a genuine deep appreciation for his family. He really gets to know them, and it's not just superficial. He wants to know about their lives and things that are important to them. He wants to help those who he cares about. As a kid, he was very curious, energetic, fun, smart, in charge, and well-liked by friends. He always cares about others and wants the best for them, and is willing to help and make a difference. After many careers, Gary found himself married to Lisa and having two wonderful children, Carter and myself, and he found a stable job at Becton Dickinson, AKBD, which is a medical device company. He went through multiple different positions and raised up in the company, which is abnormal for someone at BD. He worked as a department manager, a platform leader, a plant manager, a vice president of manufacturing, and now he is the senior vice president of worldwide operations, life science division, and head of supply chain logistics for BD Vector and BD Max COVID-19 tests. He has made multiple accomplishments, but one that I kind of like to point out is in Nebraska, when we lived there, he was the plant manager. And at the time, the plant had been known for having poor performance. However, after him working there, they were Plant of the Year. His job has also caused him to move around quite often, but however, no matter where he goes, he always makes new friends and gets along with his coworkers. He also remains devoted and will work past 8 hours a day if need be without complaining. He works every day to be able to live comfortably, help others, and provide for his family and send his kids to college like his father did. His big motto is save, save, save. Now that you understand some struggles Gary went through and where he's at today, let me go over some characteristics that got him there. I gathered these characteristics from different family members who know him well. His mother-in-law said he's a fun-loving person. He can be intimidating at first, but once you get to know him, you understand where he comes from and that he cares and is truly devoted. He's a family-first kind of guy. He always tries to do the best for his family and get to know them all. He currently calls his father every week to check up on him. His niece, who also is a coworker at BD, said that he's charismatic. He's someone who will walk into a room and make sure he gets to know each and every person and will crack a joke if things are getting intense. He's also very confident in himself. He's not afraid to be who he is and say what he believes to be right. His wife said that he's a glass half full person, loves life, is in the moment, and is willing to challenge his own beliefs. He's an optimistic person who likes to look towards the positive side. He also tries to improve whatever he can, even when people say it's good enough or people give up. He makes the most of every situation and every event. You can bet that he's going to have the top 10 places to visit and eat for every vacation. He also likes to know both sides of the story, which I think is very important to understand before you make an opinion or decision. Understand where each side comes from. Now you understand how Gary had these struggles and was able to come and be who he is today, and remain strong and positive. I hope that everyone here is inspired to be in the same mentality as Gary Shearer, so that you can reach your own potential and create your own success. Like Gary Shearer always says, don't let someone else control your dreams.